Hello and welcome along to the Hockey World League Finals. It's day 3 here, and the first game of day 3 is the Netherlands versus Korea. We're coming to you live from Tukholman. It's just gone 9 o'clock local time, and here's how things stand in Pool A. You can see there that the Netherlands top the table, unbeaten in the tournament so far. 2 wins from 2. Just behind them, England nipping away at their heels, and Korea and Germany both down in the bottom half of the table. So Korea still looking for their first win of the tournament. Dutch coming away and out to the pitch on the right-hand side of the screen there in the all-orange colours. Korea changed a strip from them, normally playing red, but they're in the white kit today. Had a fair bit of rain pass through early this morning in Tukholman. Slightly fresher conditions out there this morning, 23 degrees. Sides line up for the national anthems, and then we'll get the first game of day 3 underway. Before we do that though, one presentation for Soo-ji Jang, the goalkeeper for Korea. Will receive a bunch of flowers from her coach. There she is to mark her 100th cap. Congratulations. Big day for her. She'll start off in goal in this game against the Netherlands, the reigning Olympic champions. Netherlands in good voice this morning. A few of their fans there wearing their bright orange ponchos. Keep them dry throughout the day. Their hosts. There we go, then we're all set for match 9 of this Hockey World League Final 2013 from Tukholman.
Enjoy.
Korea meeting their opponents, Netherlands, here today. I'm sure they will enjoy the game. 3 points obviously makes you enjoy the game a lot more. Netherlands, this is how they line up. Sombroek keeps her place in goal, captained by Martje Palmen. The Dutch unbeaten in the tournament so far, with a 6-0 win over Germany and a 3-2 win over England, and now their final pool game against Korea. There's their coach, Max Kaldis. Argentinian heritage. now the head coach of the Netherlands women's side. And their opponents today are Korea. We saw Su Jingyang starting off in goal and gets her 100th cap today for Korea. Korea, who have lost out to England 6-2. They did manage to salvage a point against Germany. And now their final game against the Netherlands. Can they pick up any more points? Annelies Rostron of South Africa takes up one end to umpire. Amy Hassick, who received her golden whistle the other day. The other. So Korea line up away to our right-hand side, defending that goal to the right-hand side in the white strip. Netherlands in the all-orange. Netherlands looking for a clean sweep in the pool stages. 2 wins from 2 so far. Can they make it 3 from 3? Let's find out. It will be the Netherlands to get us underway then. The reigning Olympic champions versus Korea, ranked 8th in the world. The Netherlands unbeaten in the tournament so far. Jab tackle came in from Han, and she was penalised for it. Velton now on the left-hand flank across the 23-metre line. Van Geffen starts at the back with Boss behind her if she wants to go back. Opts to come forward down the left-hand channel again. Dursk van den Heuvel gets to the baseline. Little 1-2 there, tries to get it around the keeper. Good first save from Yang. 100th cap today for Korea. And Korea get back possession. So a nervy opening start for the Koreans, who only have 1 point in the pool so far, level with Germany at the bottom of the table. England on 3 points, Netherlands top of the table on 6. Other sides in the other half of the draw. Argentina, New Zealand, Australia and China, as the Netherlands come forward again, but Han again picks it up in the white headband. Park lays it off. Park looking long. And talking of that other pool, beside me in the commentary box, the head coach of Australia, Adam Commins. Adam, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Really enjoying the hockey here in Tukuman, and looking forward to this match. The Dutch are an exciting side, and Korea are a really dangerous team at their best.
For sure, with the quick restart. Forward to Velton. She's going to get a clean shot here, and completely unmarked. You'd have to back her every single time. It's only 2 minutes into the game, and the Netherlands have scored through Velton. Netherlands 1, Korea 0.
Yeah, Little Welton, she's one of the most dangerous forwards in world hockey. She's had a quiet time since the Olympic Games, where she won a gold medal in London. The last 12 months, she's had a bit of downtime, but she's back in this Dutch team, and we see how dangerous she can be in the attacking circle.
Right through the legs of Siju Jiang, and Velton gives Netherlands the lead on 2 minutes. Netherlands 1, Korea 0. Good start for the Netherlands. I guess from your perspective, watching a side like them, it's a slightly different angle for you to see it from. You normally pitch side to see that, but what can you take as a coach seeing these two sides operate?
Yeah, it's great to watch it from a higher vantage point, certainly, and when we're watching matches, we like to scout from up high to see the movements and the structures, and the Dutch are one of the better teams at that. They're well coached by Max Caldas, and their technical skills and their tactical understanding are one of the reasons why they've been at the top of the world for so long.
Interception there, though. Scuff pass from Palman means that Lee can pick it up, but under too much pressure there, gives possession straight back. Boss with the crossfield ball, which finds Hogue. She can cut in field now. Dutch have numbers forward again. This is Van Marle now on the baseline. Floats one in. Dursk van den Heuvel. Verschuur looks to squeeze a shot off. Hogue winning it back. Van Marle again. Penalty corner, first of the game. Won by Dursk van den Heuvel.
The Netherlands have started really sharply this morning. I think a little bit faster than they have done in the previous 2 matches. And Korea are just struggling with the pace that they're moving the ball at the moment.
Just hit the back stick there of the Korean defender. So penalty corner number 1 of the day. There's Dursk van den Heuvel, who earns it. She's going to be running in from the left post. Archer Palmer at the head of the D. Van Marle to inject. Looking to extend their lead here now. It's Marcia Palmer with a flick. Keeper stands tall and swept away only as far as Kitty Van Marle, who scores from a very tight angle to make it 2-0.
Yeah, clinical finish from Kitty Van Marle. She's an outstanding forward, and this is the importance of rebounding on penalty corners. It's just popped out to her, and then a powerful drive into the corner.
Here's another look at it from this angle. Good save initially from the keeper. Off the back foot, Van Marle extends Netherlands' lead. Korea straight back up the other end then. Can they get one back? 16-yard hit.
It was an enterprising attack from Korea. It was a nice inside ball, and that's the type of pass that is very dangerous, and Korea really look for that quite regularly from out on the right or the left, then in interjecting the ball inside, looking for those opposing leads from the Koreans forwards. It's really difficult to defend.
They are an exciting side to watch on the counter-attack, Korea.
They're a very good counter-attacking side, and although they've been a little disappointing at this tournament, they're a danger to any team they come up against. One of the keys against Korea is to get up early, and the Netherlands have done that well in this match today.
Well, they're 2 goals up, and we're only inside the first 6 minutes.
Of course, goal difference is very important for the pool rankings. Both Korea and Germany just on the 1 point.
And then the way that this tournament works, teams cross over and play sides from Pool B, where your side Australia are alongside Argentina, the hosts, New Zealand and China. Whoever finishes top of this table will play bottom of Pool B, and then the teams cross over, second playing third from the other pool. Get a nice day off in between, actually. 2 days off in 3, that's not bad.
Yeah, certainly the heat has been a factor in the first few days of the tournament. It's much cooler today, and the teams really enjoyed the day off yesterday. I'm sure they'll enjoy it again tomorrow.
Velton again coming down the left-hand side. She's already got 1 here today. This is Hahn. Just dumps the ball off, looks for the 1-2, but Van Marle with the touch to take it out. Loads of room here on the right. Fenenix comes on. Hogue now. Van Marsaka's ball doesn't find its intended target, so it'll be a free hit for Korea. Just looking to try and find Dursk van den Heuvel there. Tough to come back from this one for Korea. I mean, we're only a couple of minutes inside the first half, but they need to get a goal on the board if they can. Here's a good opportunity to get down the right end with Kim. Dirks breaking down the play there. Free hit will be taken by Hahn. Dutch with all 11 players behind the ball, blocking that route to goal. Char tries to come down through the middle. No space there, and a chance now for Netherlands to attack again. Fenenix is the free player on the right-hand side. Ball threaded through, and here's a chance on the reverse stick. Penalty corner, and the keeper bringing down Drost.
Yeah, really dangerous counter-attack from the Dutch, and Drost found the ball in behind. It's a fairly spirited challenge from the Korean keeper. I think they're probably lucky to only have a penalty corner against them here. But the Dutch, as we know, they're potent on penalty corners, and Marcia Powerman, she's at the head of the circle, ready to put this one away. Of course, they have the double threat with Kaivan Masaka as well.
Yeah, she's just alongside Powerman. It is Powerman that takes the flick, and the keeper, again, looking a little bit rusty there. Couldn't clear the initial shot, but it did come back onto a Dutch player. Dutch obviously scoring from their first penalty corner. Here's how their second looked from behind that view there of Marcia Powerman. Keeper not really having a clue where it went.
One of the most dangerous things about Marcia Powerman's drag flick is the deception that she has. She's able to put it anywhere in the goal, but also look like she's going one side and then just sliding the ball back to the other, and vice versa, going one way and then hooking it around to her left, and it makes her a really dangerous proposition.
Defensively, it's a defensive lineup. How do you look to defend someone like Marcia Powerman? Do you run your number one runners straight down the line, or do you allow the shot so that the keeper can make the save?
I think most teams do it very similarly. They try and put pressure as much as they can on the first shot, the drag flick, and maybe close down one side of the goal by running a really tight line. It's interesting, our sport, we run really tight lines and hard and put our body in harm's way at times. But that's the best way to defend these drag flicks, as long as you're not running straight down the barrel just to one side. That's allowed. And it's really difficult for the drag flicker, but also difficult to defend when they get it right.
You've certainly got to be brave to be a number one runner. I've seen a couple of players wear it already in the tournament.
I think the incentive is you get as close as possible, it'll hit you further down the body.
Sounds good to me. I'd rather take it in the shins than anywhere higher. Well, Korea up inside the D. That's only their second circle penetration of the day, and off the ball incident there.
Okay. Want to go up?
She's got a gum shield in, but I think she's taken a stick in the mouth here. We'll see in the slow motion replay. Oh, there. Yeah, top of the D after the shot.
Annalise, is there anything on the turf? Yeah, a little bit. Okay. We need it. Yeah. We'll get somebody out there.
There is some blood there as well. So the medical staff.
Annalise, is there blood on the pitch? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, blood on the pitch.
Never a nice sight to see the player going off, so stick to the face. There is some blood there. We may need to just clear that off as Malu Fenix makes her way to the dugout. Quite reluctant now, I think, to pull her gum shield out straight away, just in case she's lost any teeth. Talking of which, one of your players in the tournament as well, already losing a tooth.
Yes, Edwina Bone unfortunately mistrapped the ball, which flew off her own stick into her mouth and just knocked a cap off one of her teeth. She'd previously lost it and been repaired, so it wasn't as bad as we first thought. There's been a number of girls hit in this tournament, and hockey's a pretty safe sport, and we don't see it too often. It's sometimes you get it in groups of injuries seem to happen all together.
Well, Max Cull is just going over to have a look at his injured player. Just a small break in play here as Malu Fenix gets some medical attention. This is the hit here. There she is. Number 5 taking it in the face from that shot from Young Sil Lee. And blood on the pitch, so we're just clearing that up.
Okay, hold on.
Well, fingers crossed she's okay.
Okay, settle.
We're set to get back underway with Korea sitting deep on a half-court press. You're just tuning in. Netherlands lead by 2-0 against Korea. Early goals from Velton and Van Marler on 2 minutes and 4 minutes respectively, giving the Netherlands a very comfortable start to this game.
Yeah, the match seems to have calmed down. Korea are finding their rhythm. They've got some better movement up front. They've just been able to hold the ball a little bit more securely, allow them to get into their patterns of movement and play.
What is clearly visible from up here on a slightly wider picture is just how much the Dutch are getting back together collectively as a team and blocking that route one ball to goal.
One of the strengths of the Dutch is also their defence, not only their attack. They are well structured in defence and they like to counter very quickly. This is the style of counter-attack they like to look for.
And stick challenge in there that brings down De Waard. Just caught her ankle. Netherlands win the free hit inside their own half. Around the back from Dirks and Boss now. She'll bring it all the way up to the halfway line. Again, easy pickings and ball through to Drost. Some good defending though this time by Cha. Away through Han, and the ball forward searching for Chion. One of the danger players at the penalty corner setup. If she can try and get something, a little jab tackle takes it away from her from Van Geffen. There's a ball across the face of D. Nothing there though, no one there. You'd expect a few more players to be into the circle. Korea sitting fairly deep and not committing too many players forward at this stage.
Yeah, Korea like to attack with limited numbers and keep a good group of defenders back. Sometimes a tricky team to play against because of that.
Lovely first time ball from Verschuur, just out of reach of Velton. Intention was good.
Van Geffen just making a nice challenge there. She's a no-frills player at left defence for the Netherlands. Been around for quite a while. She's a high-quality defender, good technique, good athlete. Has skills if she needs to use them. Just when you wrap up a player, they make an error.
Well, there she is, the young 24-year-old, over 50 caps now for the Netherlands. But solid, as you say, there at left half. Again, the Dutch getting everyone behind the ball. Done the damage early on here in this game, and now they can afford just to keep picking the ball up and having a go. Verschuur goes long, nice little pattern as Hogue picks it up. She's got Van Marler ahead of her. Likes to hit the baseline. No way through that time past Anne. Ball came off a foot inside the Korean 23.
A nice piece of play there by the Dutch. They like to run angles with small combinations. Unfortunately, they couldn't finish it off, but it was a good build-up from defence into attack.
They seem to be mixing up the variety of passes, don't they? Short passes, but they're finding those long 45-degree angle passes as well. Here comes Van Marler looking for a little deflection in front of goal. Oh, wonderful finish from Welton for her second. Van Marler teed it up with a reverse stick into the D. And what about this for a finish to give Netherlands their third?
Yeah, fantastic finish by Little Welton. That's a second. And I thought it was a fantastic pass by Van Marler, pinpoint. Just out in front, flat and hard. To use that low backhand hit, it's very difficult to keep it flat. Takes a lot of practice and a lot of skill, and that was a great ball in and an equally impressive finish.
Straight from the training ground, that sort of move, that deflection past the goalkeeper Su Ji-jiang. Left one-on-one, left stranded, and Netherlands extend their lead to 3 goals now, 3-0. Hogue with the quick restart. Bobbles one into the D. Palman picks up. Still the Dutch have the ball now with Hogue. Sideline ball. Great pass from Parman, cross-field aerial. Interception was good too, though, from Lee. Good short, sharp passing this from the Netherlands. Durst van den Heuvel just brings it out to the right-hand side. Not so many options going forward, so back through Van Marsacker. Boss now. Right through the middle, right through the heart of the pitch. And out to the right-hand flank. Van Marle's waiting for it. Weaves her way out and kept going.
There's a nice move there by Willemijn Bos. One of the things that makes her a dangerous defender is that she has that ability to carry the ball, but she also has the ability to throw the long passes that you were talking about a moment ago. And quite often her long balls, they have a good piece of disguise on them. So look one way, look it back another way. She's a high quality ball handler.
.17 minutes left to play then in the first half. Netherlands lead by 3-0 against Korea in their final pool game. It's game 1 of the day. Tasty lineup of games to look forward to throughout the day, with Germany versus England next. Australia, Adam's side, will be in action against New Zealand, 6:30 local time. And then Argentina, the hosts, taking on China in the last game of day 3. All going the Netherlands' way at the moment. No clear shooting chances for Korea as yet. We've been into the D a couple of times, but haven't managed to get any outcomes. 2 penalty corners for the Netherlands, scoring from one of those. Ball lifted up into Bos. Netherlands will have possession back. Little floated pass in behind to Schuenacker. Van Marle now has to go on her own. Not much support there.
Number 4. Hitting the ball away after the whistle, yeah.
So that was for hitting the ball away, as you can hear there on the umpire's mic. Kitty Van Marle will do a 2-minute sim bin session. Here's why. Whistle had gone, and, well, a bit harsh.
Yeah, it was a small tap, but nevertheless it was after the whistle, and umpire Amy Hasek thought just a short suspension.
Green card for Kitty then. Bad Kitty.
The Dutch are really in control of this match at the moment, playing well within themselves, controlling the ball, good structured movements, good basic skills.
Little mistrap there from Palman, though, allows Korea to get in, and behind there's a foot onto the foot there of Devard. Good skills from Lee to earn the free hit. Dutch down to 10 players, remember. Long corner.
I see you circle 2 for help. You need it.
Onto the baseline with Hahn. Gets into the circle. Now she can get a chance to get it onto her foot. There it is. First penalty corner of the day for Korea, and a chance to get back into the game. Drove the baseline, pulled it back onto her foot.
Some good fine skills here by Korea. They are technically a gifted team, and Hahn here just feeding the ball into Park, and it took a small deflection off. And then I think striking the foot of Van Marsacker there.
Yeah, good stuff from Korea. Some sort of response. Trail by 3 here, though. Can they get one back? At the head of the D is Jong Young Kim, the captain. She's one shooting option, and Young Sil Lee as well. Looks like Kim's lining up to take it. Here she is. On target with the second effort, but some confusion at the head of the D. Didn't quite go to plan initially. Stick trap was good, but yeah, doesn't quite catch it in the head of the stick. Got the second shot off, but not with as much power as she would have liked. Sombrook standing tall and palming it down.
Yeah, Kim normally has a dangerous drag flick, and the Dutch have been fortunate there. She didn't quite get a hold of that one.
This is Fenonix, who, good to see her back on the pitch. Was off with a blood injury, having taken a stick to the face earlier, so that's a good sign. Belton, 2 goals for her so far. Scoring on the 2nd minute to get things going, and then also got their 3rd on 15 minutes. Now gets the ball in. Goal banged inside the D. Reverse stick shot is high and above the crossbar from De Lange. And she is picking it up. Opts to go reverse stick side. Just gets underneath it a bit too much.
Yeah, and as I was mentioning before with the pass across for the previous goal, it is difficult to keep the ball low. That one just sailing over the top of the net.
Hahn the first to react, but Van Geffen gets an important stick tackle in there. Park back to do some covering, plays the ball into Chart, looking for the 1-2. Hahn now. And Korea come away with it. "12 minutes remaining. Netherlands 3, Korea 0. Fairly comfortable game this so far for the reigning Olympic champions.
Yeah, game 1 of the tournament I thought was comfortable for them as well. They won 6-0 against Germany, but they seemed to use very little energy in doing so. They had a bit more of a tougher tussle against England, only getting over the line in the last minute. But today, easy, they're conserving energy here with another attack.
Belton with the 1-2 back to Durs van den Heuvel. Can't squeeze the shot off, takes the stick of the Korean defender. Yeah, it was a good comeback against England the other day. Trailed 2-1 at one stage, and then with 4 minutes to go, they clawed it back, got the equaliser, then got the winner, winning that game by 3-2.
They certainly created a lot of chances against England and weren't able to capitalise on those opportunities until late in the game. And comments from Jason Lee after the game reflected that, saying he felt that they really didn't deserve to be up in terms of what they did with the ball, but they defended doggedly, and England have done that throughout the European summer, and then showed again a really good defensive performance against the Netherlands the other day, just going down 3-2.
Good long crossfield ball to Park. She's got players ahead of her as well. Took a slight deflection there from Belton. Got enough of a stick on it. And now she cuts in field. This is Schuenacker. Wide to Drost. Pushes forward over the 23. Ball played above shoulder height, but that's absolutely fine in this tournament. Slight change in the rules and regulations for that one. Bit more open, bit more space. Chased down well by Dirks to keep it in play.
Yeah, we saw in that last counter-attack from Korea the intensity of the Dutch team, and that makes them one of the stronger sides. Their ability not only to run forward quickly with intent, but also in defence. And here's another attack. But they really do chase hard to control these counter-attacks from Korea, and they have 6 or 7 players back here, but Korea get it through.
Yeah, they do, with Kim throwing the ball forward, looking for the skipper, Young Kim, but that last pass eluding them. It all started from the back, a good flat stick tackle, came through the midfield, and then just the final pass letting them down. There's Van Hervel again, who's been lively and sprightly in this first half. And a clumsy tackle in there from Hogue. Gets the ball back. And Dirks Van Hervel again. 3 orange shirts in front of her. Hogue in support. Reverse thick ball in, looking for another deflection. Drost went to ground.
A little more, yeah.
Korea looking to get one back in this first half. Slow, sluggish start for them, conceding 2 goals in the first 4 minutes. And the Dutch looking like they could score any time soon. Looking for another deflection there in front of the keeper. Belton looking for her hat-trick, was in front of the pads of Jiang. There's that reverse ball in again from Hogue. Belton was behind it had Jiang not been there. And Geffen forward now. Lovely one-touch ball through from Welton. Fenonix to the baseline, looking for an outcome of some sort. Gutsy to have a go from there. Real scrappy stuff down in that far right-hand corner as we look at it. Netherlands come away with it. Straight back to Park and straight back to Korea. More room over on this left-hand side. Forward now with Ahn. Ahead of her, it's Cho. And now the captain, Kim. Ball comes in, took a deflection, and will be a long corner, I think.
16, no, you touch.
Okay, well, the umpire thinks the final touch was a Korean touch. We'll have a closer look in the slow motion replay. This was Kim chasing the ball down, reverse stick in. Hard to tell at that speed, isn't it, even in slow motion?
Yeah, it is. It was definitely a hard crossing ball there and high. Umpire deemed it to be not dangerous, and now the Dutch team come away with the ball. That's where Korea are dangerous on that counter. We've said it a number of times. We saw then if that had been a little more accurate, that centre might have been a deflection as we saw from the Dutch earlier. And here's another counter-attacking opportunity, but the Netherlands have some good control.
Yeah, Netherlands just forcing it there, and they've given the ball back. This is Kim again, looking to get one back. Does manage to get off a shot, but not much power behind it. Park now has a crack. Oh! Just across the face of goal, and Kim was there looking for a deflection as well. Park slotted an absolute rocket in a couple of days ago, almost doing the same from a very tight angle. Here's another look at it. The first shot, not much power on it. Sombrook getting a pad, but only as far as Park. And here was the follow-up shot.
And we see this shot just going past that back post there, the second post, and it's one of those conundrums. Do you try and get in front of the keeper or go to the back post and for the easy tap in? And I think forwards are always trying to make that right decision on whether they try and jump in front for the deflection or they just wait on the back post and have that easy tap in. Ideally, you'd like to have 2 players there.
Just depends from play to play, I guess, and how many players you can get forward.
Yeah, that's right. And Korea are starting to get some opportunities now. 2 in the last few minutes.
And here they come again into the attacking 23. Cho wins the free hit.
Hey, calm down. Check.
And on the ball to Kim again. Up off the Dutch stick. Again, on with the free hit. Van Marler into Verschure. Not too much support there. Opted to go herself, winning the sideline ball. All the way back out and round through Dirks. Boss now. Van Saka with the ball back to Boss. Final 4 minutes of the first half. 3 goals on the board, all for the Netherlands. Had a comfortable run of it in the first half, the Dutch. Just keeping possession now and giving Korea the runaround. Van Geffen on. Well, they can do this for the remaining 3.5 minutes if they want to be a little more creative. No, not with too much support there. Good flat stick tackle from Anne. Oh dear. Lined up for that reverse stick shot and then just took a little extra touch, which took it over the baseline.
It's very difficult to play against a packed defence that Korea are showing at the moment. The Dutch will be looking to draw them out and then win the ball and score on the counter-attack, as they have in a number of their field goals this tournament, and indeed the previous field goal they scored. What they'll be looking to do is trying to win the ball now and then go quickly at the Korean defence.
Full press from Korea, but Netherlands getting out of it easily, and they'll have some slightly overlapping numbers here. Just slowing the attack down though. Here's Palman. Right to Dirks now, with Hogue ahead of her. She cuts in field. Dirks continues her run. Van Marle again, the reverse stick ball in. Seems to be a favourite option from that left-hand side.
Hey! Don't do that again, okay? You see the ball, right? Let it go.
Yeah, they've defended that channel well, Korea. Not letting anything through, coming away with it again.
Need to look up at you. Yeah, be careful, yeah.
Have conceded 3 goals in this first half though. 2 to Lidovij Velten and 1 to Kitty Van Marle. Giving the Dutch a nice cushion at half-time. Here's a chance to make it 4. Kitty Van Marle now lays that one off for Zandervaart.
That's what I was just speaking about, trying to win the ball and then go quickly, as they are again here.
For sure this time. Good skills, gets the reverse stick off and it just creeps wide of the post. Good effort. Attack started with De Lange on the 23. For sure with the shot. Oh dear, little defensive error there. It is wet out there. We've had lots of rain this morning, so the pitch extra wet. Inside the final minute now of the first half. Here's another look at that most recent chance. Verschure taking it herself, beating 2 defenders, getting the reverse stick off. Keeper was beaten, but just outside that right post. Palman continues her run. Tucks it up under the body this time. Verschure does get it away, and it's wide of the other post this time. Oh, that was close. She could have easily had 2 in the last minute. But 3 on the board in total for the Netherlands as we hit half-time. Verschure coming close on 2 occasions there. And you can see the Koreans had a lot of work to do in that first half. Out of breath. A chance to recover now, though, at half-time. 3-0 then at half-time as Max Caldis gathers his side. Looks like he's talking about different layers within the attack. Kitty Van Marle, she scored 1 today. Who knows, she could score some more later. Scoring on 4 minutes. Lidovij Velten as well with 2 goals in that first half. Netherlands starting hard and strong, scoring 2 goals within the first 4 minutes, adding a third on 15 minutes, and countless attacks after that. So at half-time here in match 9, it's Netherlands 3, Korea 0. Half-time here on day 3. Netherlands leading Korea by 3-0. It's match 9 of the tournament. The final pool game for both these sides before the quarterfinals on Thursday. So 3 goals to show you, and they all came early on in the game. This was the first one. Dillerby Velten left with way too much room 2 minutes into the game. Good ball played through by Verscheur. Off the back foot, Velten smashing it past Jang. Second one was a follow-up to this penalty corner shot from Marcia Pauwman. Fell to Kitty Van Marle. Again, slotting it that near post past the keeper. Extending their lead on 4 minutes.
And then on 15 minutes, Van Marle again involved, this time with the assist. And it was Lidovij Velten with the final touch. Little deflection there, just popping up in front of the keeper to tip it home. So things going quite smoothly for the Netherlands. There we go, 3 up, 6 shots on target. Korea have only made a couple of circle penetrations with 2 shots of their own. You can see the Dutch up there, 12 circle penetrations in total now, with over 60% of the possession. 1 from 2 penalty corners. Korea unable to score from their 1 shooting opportunity in that first half. So a little bit cooler here today. We've had some rain this morning. There's a few speckles of rain out there as well, so the locals that have come along and braved the slightly cooler conditions, bringing their umbrellas to stay dry, hasn't dampened their spirits though. A few Dutch ponchos out there as well, and if you're watching back home and want to get more involved, then you can do. You can follow the whole tournament on Twitter. Just add @FIH_hockey and hashtag any of your comments, HWL. Also the live streaming through the YouTube channel. You can find that under FIH Hockey, as well as the live streaming. There's goal of the day, highlights from all the games. So if you miss anything in the tournament, you can get fully up to speed with it there. And of course, there's all the other mediums as well, including Facebook and Instagram. Depends how heavily you're into your social media. I've got Adam Commons beside me, the Australian coach. I know that him and the Aussie girls are big tweeters.
Yeah, I'm not sure about myself. I tend to follow from the sidelines, but certainly we have some prolific tweeters. Anna Flanagan, I think, heads the list with our group, but Rachel Lynch is following just not far behind.
Didn't Flanagan do a bit of cooking yesterday, I think, in a day off for some behind-the-scenes filming that we did with the FIH?
Yes, Anna and Officer Emily Smith, or is it Chef Emily Smith now? She's had a number of different hats in this tournament. They had a bit of fun yesterday in the kitchen, and it's great that they can get away and relax from hockey on their day off, and I think we saw the lighter side of some of our players yesterday.
Well, good to see. I think there's a video coming up on the official FIH website, so keep an eye out for that one. In the meantime, both sides have made their way back out onto the pitch. Korea away to our left-hand side, and the Dutch in the all-orange kit away to our right. We're about a minute away from pushback of the second half, and the Dutch lead here by 3-0. Korea will have to come out and do something rather special in the second half if they're to bring it back to honours even and get a point from the game. You kind of feel the game has already got away from them in this first half. But stranger things have happened in hockey, but you wouldn't expect the Netherlands, the #2 side in the world and reigning Olympic champions, to give up a 3-0 lead.
It's a very important half of hockey here. Mightn't seem like it, but Korea, they need to try to keep this goal difference as low as possible, and if they could claw one back, that'll have a big difference in where they finish in their pool, whether they finish 4th or they finish 3rd. It will affect the crossover quarter-final.
Well, let's see how it pans out. England and Germany also in a pool with the Netherlands and Korea, and it'll be Korea to get us underway in the second half. They trail by 3-0. 2 goals for Lidovij Velten, 1 for Kitty van Marle, giving the Netherlands a nice 3-goal cushion. 3-0 it is then. Korea in possession, playing from left to right. Early foul there on Hahn, going to ground. That challenge coming in from Zandavaart. Group 1 ball takes a little defection from the skipper Kim. Wins the free hit in the process. Park ahead of her. Van Geffen gets enough of a touch on it. She had a good first half, Van Geffen in the left channel. Korea starting strong though. Good positive stuff from this. Can they get anything out of the attack? Again, it's Kim, the captain. Looking to play it onto a foot, but comes up off a Korean stick.
Immediately more intensity from the Korean team. This is what they'll be looking to do, and now they're trying to put a high press on the Dutch.
Can Boss find a way out of this press? She's got the aerial option if she wants. Instead, goes for that mean slap hit of hers up to De Waard and now Velton. Drost. One touch too many and too much power on that to take it away from the defender and across the baseline.
And the Dutch are such a difficult team to press. Willemijn Bos, she has the ability to go to air, she has the ability to slap hit or to hit over a long distance. We saw then the Koreans put a high press on, a lot of pressure in her face. She was able to, just with a little bit of disguise, find an attacker up the field.
Dare Kim now for Korea. Keeps possession, but she hasn't got too much support here. Stolen and pinched away from her by Dursk van den Heuvel, but not for long. Here come Korea again, giving up possession too softly at the moment. Velton, 2 goals in the game so far, turns strong and cuts in field. Lays the ball off for Palman. Dutch just keeping their composure here. It's a nice phase of play. Hogue with the long ball down to De Waard. Cut out by Cho. Finds a way through. 2-on-2 at the back. Parkhead versus Boss. Onto the reverse stick. Keeps it strong. Taken across the baseline for a long corner.
Some good one-on-one defending there by Willemijn Bos. Park's a really dangerous forward. She's got fantastic skills.
Korea looking to get it into the D. They do, but 1 touch away from Boss. It's some sort of safety, but Korea putting on the pressure here. Needed some good cover defense there from Schuenacker. It'll be sideline ball though. Reverse stick cross comes in. Kim takes it across the baseline. Final touch was from her. Netherlands ball.
I think Korea have had as many opportunities in the first few minutes of the second half as they did for the entire first half. They've got a real intent about what they're trying to do. Starting to look a bit more dangerous.
This is Lee now, into the D. Looking for a deflection, it's up. Play waved on. Dursk van den Heuvel has that one nicked off her. Route 1 ball, looks for a deflection, and wide, completely unmarked there. Kim.
She just wasn't quite on the right angle to deflect this ball. I think she may have been better if she just tried to receive it. She had plenty of time, strong receive, turn, and place it in the corner. But certainly they're looking much more dangerous now, the Korean outfit, and this is the style of play that we know they're capable of. They are a dangerous side, they can beat anybody on their day. We've just seen in the recent minutes why they can be so dangerous.
We're talking in the half-time period there, Adam, about a recent test series that you played against Korea, and they can really come out as 2 completely different sides.
I was mentioning we beat them 6-0 in a match and then lost 3-1 in the match the following day. And it was just 2 completely different sides, and you don't want to give them a sniff of victory because they can be a potent counter-attacking side.
Route 1 ball again seems to be working for them. It's Park again that picks it up. Players running for the far post now. Park into the D. Can she get an outcome? Chance here to get one back onto the reverse stick. And closed down by Sombrook for the long corner. That was a good opportunity too.
Yeah, Park's starting to cause some problems up front. She's a clever leader. She tends to go one way and then fade to the opposite direction, and she has really well-timed leads, and it's very difficult to mark. She's causing havoc there in the Dutch defence at the moment.
De Waard counter-attacks. Got Hogue on the right-hand side now with Drost ahead of her. opts to go infield through Dursk van den Heuvel. Attack leads to nothing. Let's have a look at Park's effort. And just here I thought she was going to take it open stick. Went to the reverse stick shot and squeezed wide from Chion.
Tends to be a habit of some forwards in the modern game. They prefer to hit the ball on their reverse. It's a very powerful shot. You need to be able to stay on the ball and use all of the skills that you have in your kit bag. Push, hit, forehand, backhand, and just choose the right skill at the right moment. I think she might have been better off just flicking that high in the net on their forehand.
Velton then, slight change of pace from her. Dursk van den Heuvel, bobble over the stick. Third party obstruction in there though. Game starting to get stretched. Suits Korea's style and their way of playing. Palman back there, now forward to Van Marle. Scorer of the Netherlands' second goal. Velton in front of her there, who scored the other 2 goals for the Dutch. All coming in the first half. 28 minutes of play remaining in the second half. Rain starting to come down here again now in Tucumán. It's been raining on and off all morning. Fresher conditions. Slightly more what the European side are used to. A bit chillier back home though in the Netherlands right now. Palman over the ball. Velton. Across the baseline.
Yeah, it's interesting. Little Welton thought she'd done enough to win a penalty corner. It's a funny anomaly. I think forwards really have to earn penalty corners. When they try to tackle a defender, it's an immediate free hit to the defence.
Good turn from Fenanix. Hogue now. Drives the D. Can she get the shot off? Any obstruction there? Yeah, there was. Penalty corner. Just seemed to be held off the ball there. Body check. Hogue cuts the ball back here. Defender just keeps her stick in.
She's a very dangerous player, Ellen Hogue, and she has great agility and speed. And here the Netherlands have their first opportunity of the second half, and Korea, for all their good play in the first 9 minutes, it's amounted to naught, and now the Netherlands looking to take advantage of their first opportunity.
It's their third penalty corner of the game. Marcia Palman at the head of the D. Alongside her to her right is Kaya van Marsacker. One of these two is going to take it. It's going to be Marcia Palman, #1 runner, coming out fast and wearing that. That was Hai Leung Han on the shin pad. First to it.
There's an example of a good tight running line. She's run to put pressure on Bauman, and she's been hit low down in the body.
Yeah, she's going to hobble off here as well. That's her in the centre of your picture. And someone else taking up the charge.
I think if you're going to run first on penalty corners, you need to have a pretty sturdy pair of shin guards.
And no brain. Same setup then for the Dutch. Palman and Marsacker. It is Palman again. Little confusion there at the head. There was a foot. It came off Hogue's foot, unfortunately. Not as textbook as they'd have liked. Quite bobbly out there. Bobbles off the stick stopper's stick there. And then Marcia Palman looking to come back. Defender comes in, gets a jab, and onto the foot. Counter-attack here then from Korea. Oh dear, first touch letting Park down there. Seon A. Park this time, and there is the #9 of Korea, Han, receiving some physio on her leg where she took that direct flick right on it from Marcia Palman.
Yeah, we saw a slight mistrap on the previous penalty corner attack, and it is a little difficult to trap the ball. If the ball comes out slightly bouncing, polypropylene pitches can be a little bouncy. I think nylon pitches are a lot faster and flatter. Maybe a little bit technical, but there is a difference between the two surfaces.
This surface playing quite slowly though, isn't it? So you're definitely seeing less conversion rate at the penalty corner setups because the ball's just not getting out to the striker quick enough.
I think it is important to have pitches in this type of climate that hold the water, and this pitch actually, it does hold the water quite well. We don't want a pitch that dries out too quickly, but as a result, at times they are a little slower.
It lends itself to a slightly shorter game as well, which the Netherlands have just displayed there. Tic-tacking the ball around and getting it around the back now, coming down the right-hand flank. Fenenix all the way, drive into the D, back towards the P spot. Came up off De Lange's stick, so it'll be career ball, but a good attack there, a good drive from Malu Fenenix.
Yeah, I quite like her as a player. She's strong, she's quick, she's got a bit of skill. We saw her earlier in the year in a tournament in South Africa, and she's slowly got more opportunities for the Netherlands, and I think we'll be seeing a lot more of her.
Took a stick to the face in the first half of this game, and lucky to still have her teeth. Had a gum shield in, and is all okay for the second half. It's a game which the Netherlands still lead by 3-0. No goals yet in the second half for either side. Real murky morning here in Tucumán. Just gone 10 o'clock local time. Drizzle starting to come in as Jackie Schoenacker gets us restarted on this near touchline. Back through Van Geffen. Across to Boss. Spreads it wide to Van Marsacker. Not the cleanest of hits from her, and an interception from Correa and Arn. Van Marle though back and backtracking to pick up the ball for the Netherlands. Keeps a run going, wins a free hit. 22 minutes left to play then.
Dutch are just starting to find their rhythm. A few good passages of play with good combination hockey. There's a little bit of drizzle there now, and the pitch is getting heavier. See the water just starting to cool up near the sidelines and just in front of the goal mouth.
We don't want too many more torrential rainstorms, do we? That could put a stop to the game if it is deemed too wet to play out there. We've seen the water cannons come on earlier on in the week and flooding the D away to our left-hand side, which Korea are defending now. Good turn from Kim. Here she goes on a drive. Need to get players in front of the D. Careful not to back into the player there. Such a shame. She had 3 players ahead of her, but they were all man-marked. Hogue now. Good turn from Drost. She'll have some space here. Fenenix was on the far post. It's underneath the keeper. The Koreans quickest to react. Long corner.
Another nice direct centre from Rose Drost.
Oh, lovely turn there from Hogue, but brought down. Can't go directly into the D these days. Has to move 5 metres, which it has done by now, so Hogue can drive that D. Again, coming down that baseline and looking strong. Korea muscle it away somehow, and Netherlands come back for some more basics around the back. Boss to Van Geffen. Ball forward is to Ketels. Fenenix again, tucks it underneath the body. And there's numbers here. Hogue makes some space for herself. And the keeper getting enough of a stick on it to take it wide. It was a good save from that shot from Hogue.
Yeah, really clever piece of play by Ellen Hogue. Went to shoot, and she turned back, got it on a forehand. Bit unlucky not to get the strike on the net.
There she is again, gets the ball back, and Palman now looks to change the angle. Acres of room in that right channel. Good patient build up this from the Netherlands. Just keeping possession. Slapped into the D. Dirks winning that battle. Hogue again. Self-pass from Dross, gets the ball across. No one there on the far post.
That's what I was mentioning earlier before about having people on that back post, as we see Ellen Hogue's opportunity here. Really nice piece of play.
Keeper just getting a little touch there, which is what saw it go wide. Hogue again on the ball. She gets a clean strike this time. Again, it's another good save from Jang in the goal. Korea finding it hard at this phase of the game to clear their 23, but they'll have a good opportunity to do that here. Just want to get the ball down the other end at this stage.
I like how the Dutch are attacking the fringes of the circle. They're trying not to go through the centre or the top of the circle. They're just attacking the fringes out wide, and they're creating opportunities and finding space there as they look for the counter.
Palman off her shoulder. Players and players galore. Archie Palman gets it back. She's going to shoot from this tight angle across the face of D towards Drost. Looks for a foot. Instead gets a long corner. Belton, 2 goals in the game so far. That pass picked off. Now this is where Korea can be dangerous. Ball holding up. Park cuts in field, and wide of Cheon, who was closest to it. All the goals coming in the first half, then Lidovai Velton getting things going for the Netherlands on 2 minutes before Kitty van Marle added a second goal on 4. Velton again popped up for the Netherlands' 3rd goal, scoring on 15 minutes. We've not seen any other goals in the game since then. Max Callis' side coming close on several occasions in this second half, but yet to find a way through. Velton has a go again. Came off her foot. Another foot there from Palmer. Lucky to get that ball through. Good step and good challenge from Schoenacker, the Dutch defender. This is Cho with the ball forward to Cha. Good turn, beats 2 Dutch defenders in the process. Archer Palman so strong with that jab tackle. Ball comes in at head height. Little square cut from Hogue to take it away from her. She's got Drost ahead of her. Dirks behind. Opts to come forward. Good defensive tackle this time from O, but giving up the foul, unfortunately. Hogue again through Schoenacker. Palman now. And Marsaka back into the midfield. Schoenacker. Now Boss. Good ball speed on that. Trying to move this Korean defence around until the ideal shooting opportunity comes about. They're looking for a gap. Van Marsacker sends in a bobbly one. Well brought down by the Korean defender. Cha playing a teammate into a spot of bother here though. Great ball to find Kim. Moves in field. This is Dare Kim now leading it. Header from Korea, and that crossfield ball was intended for Han. Gives the Netherlands back possession on the halfway line. So Max Cowlis' side 3 goals up. 14 minutes left to play. Not doing anything overly complicated here, the Netherlands.
As I keep saying to my team, one of the most difficult things is to play simple hockey. And the Dutch have done that very well today. I think they've closed down the counter-attack in this second half really well. Here's an opportunity for Korea. Let's see if they can do the same again.
Just pinched away from by Van Marsacker again, who got enough of a stick on it to break down that play. Here's Han again. The Dutch defending in numbers as they did in the first half, all 11 behind it. Chance for Park, squeezes it under her body, and open on the far post was Cheon. Foul on Velton, who earns it. There was Park's shot squeezed. It went as far as Cheon here. Hits it first time into Sombrook.
Good anticipation by Sombrook. Quickly out to close the angles. On that occasion, we saw a one-time shot on goal. I think it was the right choice, but some excellent goalkeeping to close down the goal shot.
Yeah, Sombrook's only conceded 2 goals in this tournament so far. One of those was an own goal.
Yeah, only a young keeper, and she's quickly become one of the best goalkeepers in the world, really highly regarded by all teams, obviously in her own country.
23 years of age, over 50 caps for a country now. And Marla not able to ride the tackle, but does scrap for the ball to get it back and wins the free hit. Shuranaka into Van Marla, onto the baseline with Fenonix. Strong flat stick tackle from Sun Sun Oh. Park on the 23, Boss to beat. No one in there inside the D. She got her eyes up, looking for some form of support, but not too many white shirts floating in and around the D. Park is quickest to the ball and wants to get things going. Lots of room over here now on the right for Korea. This is Cha. Route 1 ball forward, picked up by Palman. Van Marla. Bashir in support with Fenonix inside the D. Bashir stretching the game, and now Kitty Van Marla, reverse stick ball in, palmed away by the keeper. Wasn't flat that time, the delivery. There's Brandon Hervel, Van Geffen. Van Marsacker, long ball to Fenonix. Might fancy it here. Goes for it. Ball into the D is a good one. Player goes to the ground, the defender, and they can use their video referral here if Korea don't think that came off a foot. And I think they're going to.
I didn't see anything, so there you go.
Penalty corner was awarded, but Korea is saying there was no foot inside the D. I think that's the question we're going to hear now.
Yes. Okay. They're asking for no foot inside the circle. Will you please check for me? On check. asking for a career foot in the circle. No, they're asking for no foot. Yes. No, yeah, I understand.
So Annalise Rostron, the South African umpire, radioing up to Francis Block, the video umpire, to see if there was a foot or if there wasn't a foot inside the Korean D. If it was a foot, then it'll be a penalty corner. If it wasn't, yeah, it looks like it's come off a Dutch foot there, if anything, on that first replay that I've seen, for sure, looking like she played it up into her own foot there. Video umpire able to access various different video replays. The teams have actually seen that all on the big screen, which is why they've all set up like this, but we have to get final confirmation. Here's another look at it. Not as easy to pick from that angle, actually. Park, the defender who went to ground.
And it all happens very quickly, it is difficult.
Yeah.
Here is the decision.
It's pushed by Holland. Okay, so it's a free Dutch. Thank you very much. Korea keep their referral.
So Korea hold on to their referral. A good use of the video umpire there for them. And straight away they're back up the other end with Cheon looking for Park. Park, boss to beat. Takes a little deflection from her. Might be able to hear the screams and shout of the Korean coach. He's just in front of us in the commentary box, screaming at his girls, looking to get one goal back. Cheon's cross this time takes a deflection from Palman. Another long corner. Cha now throws in a bobbly one, foul on Park. Netherlands with 4 players blocking that route to goal. Means Korea have to come out. This is Han, little lift over the stick to give herself some space. Again, Palman was the pillar there in defence that they couldn't get through. Fennex gives chase, keeps it in. Durskvand and Hervel now, keeping it going down the right. Little trip there on her. Dutch ball. 9 minutes left to play. Then Netherlands lead by 3-0. No goals in this second half. Not quite as exciting as the action we saw in the first half. Not as many clear-cut shooting opportunities as well.
Yeah, that's right. There's been probably a little bit more defensive intensity by the Korean side, making it more difficult for the Dutch side, and they have looked more dangerous on the counter, but I felt that the Dutch team have been really controlled in the way that they've prevented the counter-attack of Korea, and they've been equal to the task when they've been caught one-on-one in defence. Some good defensive tackles. It's just resulted in a bit of a game that's flowed between the two circles, really.
Almost another circle entry, but a leg glance from Boss. Korea keep possession, and here's a chance, far post to get one back. Great finish under pressure. The ball was bobbling in, and Cheon with the finish to make it Netherlands 3, Korea 1. There was the dangerous ball into the D. Cheon controlling it far post, getting the better of Van Geffen on that occasion. On the half volley, gets it past Sombrook, and Korea have a goal back.
We've seen Cho, she's had 3 opportunities in the second half on that far post. And third time lucky, she puts it in. That's the benefit of being there with a well-timed movement, getting in on that back post. The balls will come if you just have a bit of patience, and she's had 3 opportunities this half and finally got a goal for her efforts.
There's an elbow on the back there of Durskvand and Hervel. And it's going to be a card for the Korean number 15, Hyo Ju-an. And that means Korea go down to 10 players. So a power play for the Dutch. Can they take advantage of the extra player that they've got on the pitch? For sure looking for a corner. Here's Cheon. Kim now peels strong, off the stick of Palman again. There is confirmation of that green card for the Korean number 15. Korea with a goal back though in this second half. 6.5 minutes left to play. Netherlands 3, Korea 1. Hogue, right onto a flat stick, does pull it back, reverse stick in the end. First time shot was scuffed by Fenonix over the baseline. Just tried to come in and hit it first time.
A really nice piece of play, just flicked cleverly. And here's an open goal from Lou Fenonix, and she's missed that opportunity. Maybe could have just stayed low and good for a push. Here's a dangerous attack.
Kitty Van Marle again getting under it rather than keeping it flat. Fenonix again was on the far post.
She's been very dangerous on her reverse, and the last two opportunities of this match, she's just got under it. As I mentioned earlier, it is difficult to keep it flat. That was a big opportunity.
Park now, with Park ahead of her as well, and Kim. Square ball comes in looking for an equaliser. Sombrook goes down and logs, keeps it out. Kim came flying in over the top of her and is still down inside the Dutch D. That was a big collision. This play not finished yet though. Sure, we'll get a chance to have a look at it as Marcia Polman wins the free hit to bring some sort of calm to the Dutch defence. There is her opposite number, her opposite captain from Korea, Kim, and here's where she went down. Slap hit there, collision with Sombrook. Goes down, and Boss flying over the top of her own keeper as well as Kim hobbles off.
Here we see how committed the goalkeepers are there. Sombrook came out, fully committed, really good sliding technique, took the ball, and an excellent save. In doing so, she cleaned up Kim and also her own defender, Willemijn Boss, who went flying over the top. That's the commitment we're after from goalkeepers.
Keepers and players alike putting 100% into this game, as you'd expect. The top 8 sides in action here in the inaugural Hockey World League finals. The Netherlands on top here against Korea, the world number 8. 3-1 the score, but Korea coming close to getting another one back there. Boss seems to be okay. Kim still off from that collision with Sombrook. Hogue now with the restart on the 23-metre line, attacking the goal away to her left-hand side. Long corner. And into the shin pad of the Dutch attacker. Hogue now, going to go herself here, trying to make some room for herself, gets the reverse stick shot off. It was on target, but a good save from Jang.
Yeah, she has a wonderful backhand shot on goal, Ellen Hogue, and we saw then just gave herself a bit of space. She was able to get away quickly and also have it on target. It was a nice save by the Korean keeper.
100 caps for her today, Suji Jang in the Korean goal. Whistle goes, penalty corner. It's penalty corner number 5 of the game for the Netherlands. Came up dangerously off the Korean stick. And a chance to make it 4-1. We talked about how important goal difference could be. Korea have got one back in the second half, but another good shooting opportunity coming up here now for the Dutch. This is why.
Yeah, the Dutch will be looking to capitalise on this penalty corner. They haven't been as slick as we've seen in the past. As we mentioned, it is pretty slow out there on the pitch, and it's difficult to get the ball to the top of the circle as quickly as you would on a faster pitch.
And that's why we're seeing smaller conversion rates from the penalty corners by not just the Netherlands, but all the teams. 1 from 4 for the Dutch, another slow injection. Doesn't give Marcia Polman much room to operate. Hogue, though, does get off a reverse stick shot. Took a deflection on the way through from Han, the Korean defender, so it'll be a long corner. Final few minutes of this game between these two sides. Netherlands again pushing forward. This time the defender popping it onto the pads of Hogue, winning the free hit. There's Max Caldis. Another good day for the Dutch, who'll be unbeaten in the pool. Looks as though they're going to keep that unbeaten record. So they will finish top of Pool A. Who will they play, though, in Pool B? They'll play the team that finishes last. Palman sitting a bit deeper. Van Marsacker now into Hogue. Korea gaining a few yards and getting up as far as Park. Ball's loose, but played into the midfield now with a bit more room to operate inside the final minute. Looking for one more consolation goal. Reverse stick shot, comes across the face of goal, and really, Park should have got down lower to that. She was there in front of the goalkeeper.
As a forward of her class, you really need to be anticipating these shots and throwing yourself at that back post. Mentioned before the importance of the goal difference, and that could be all the difference for Korea. That missed opportunity right there.
Korea level with Germany on points as things stand. Germany with that extra game in hand against England. That's the next game of the day, game 2 of day 3. There is the hooter, though. That's the end of game 1 of the day between the Netherlands and Korea. And Korea have come out on top by 3-1. So Korea will wait to see how Germany get on in that final pool game against England. And then they will see and know who they face by the end of the day. Pool B made up of Argentina, New Zealand, Australia and China. And as I say, we'll know by the end of the day who will be playing who in the quarterfinals. But the Netherlands, unbeaten in Pool A. 3 wins from 3. They go to the top of the table. And 3 goals on the board today. 2 for Little Velton and 1 for Kitty Van Marle. Velton scoring on 2 minutes, Van Marle on 4 minutes before Velton put the 3rd in. 1 reply from Cheon in the second half. But the full-time score, Netherlands 3, Korea 1. Here's the highlights from the game then. Those early goals that we talked about. There was the first from Levi Velton, opening on 2 minutes. Acres of room here. Good touch away from the defender before shooting between the legs of Suji Jiang. This was the second. It came from a penalty corner that wasn't cleared, and it fell to Kitty Van Marle, who shot from this tight angle, again beating the keeper near post. And Van Marle again with the interception here to set up her teammate. Reverse stick cross comes in, and a wonderful finish from Velton again with that tip in just in front of the goalkeeper to make it 3. All 3 of those goals then coming inside the first 15 minutes. Then we had to wait until the 62nd minute before the final goal of the game. It went Korea's way, and Cheon quickest to react to that bobbling ball, beating Van Geffen and then beating Sombrook to add Korea's only goal of the game. So 3-1 the final score. More shots on target for the Netherlands, 10-6, and completely outgunning Korea as far as penetrations go, 25-13, and dominating the possession as well. Conversion rate from penalty corners, 1 from 5 for the Netherlands, none from 1 for Korea, and a green card apiece in that game between these two sides. It sees Korea then at the bottom of the table with Germany. Netherlands, though, as we said, finish unbeaten in the pool and will play whoever finishes last in Pool B. Adam Commons has been beside me throughout this game. Final thoughts on this game, Adam?
Yeah, I thought it was a clinical display by the Netherlands. They got a skip, and then Korea came back slightly, but they were in control the entire match.
And this is how it affects the pool. Netherlands lost no games in the tournament so far. 3 from 3, 9 points. England just behind them on 3 points, but a crunch game against Germany next. If Germany win that game, they would leapfrog England and finish the pool second. and Korea down at the foot of the table. Adam, your team in the other pool, who would you like to play out of all of those sides there?
I think they can all be as equally as dangerous as each other, but I think Germany, they have a less experienced side, and Korea have really been slightly disappointing here. I think England are a dangerous side, and obviously you want to avoid the Netherlands.
Well, Australia's game is against New Zealand. That's later, the early evening game, 6:30 local time. For that one, a crunch game. And Adam and the girls will be there. Not the nicest conditions out there today. Water still coming down and rain still pouring down. Refreshing for the girls to take on their protein shakes from the Netherlands. Here is confirmation of all the other games to look forward to today. So we've just seen this one. Finished Netherlands 3, Korea 1. Germany up next against England. 11:30 pushback there, so just under an hour to wait until that. Adam's team, Australia, will play New Zealand at 18:30 local time. And Argentina, the hosts, will play China at 9 o'clock. All the action being streamed live across the globe on YouTube, if you can't get away from your computer. And this final score here at full time, it's finished Netherlands 3, Korea 1.